YouTube? What's going on? Woody P coming back with another one. Let's get it. You know I gotta keep the fire coming. Let's keep it rolling. Today I have a great one. Lock in. Today I'm gonna talk about why it's impossible for women to love men in 2023 and going forward. Yes, why it's impossible for women to love men in 2023 and going forward. And I don't know if you've been living under a rock, or if you just simply not been paying attention to what's going on with society and the media, but they no longer push for relationships in marriage. If you've been paying attention and not living under a rock, you know society and the media no longer push for relationships and marriage and things like that. Society and the media promotes promiscuity and independence for both genders. Promiscuity more so for the women, but independence for both genders. This is what society and the media pushes and promotes now. They don't push and promote relationships and marriage anymore. You see bigger headlines for divorces now more than when people get married. You see more headlines now when people get divorces than when people get married. And that's why I'm making this video today. Why it's impossible for women to love men in 2023 and going forward. Society and the media, they don't even push for relationships anymore. And I have some strong points myself why it's impossible for women to love men in 2023 and going forward. So this is going to be a great one. Lock in. I'm going to bring the fire. Lock in. Before I start the video, please put the entire video. Subscribe to the channel so you can content like this, kind of about life and various topics. Let's get it. Yes, why it's impossible for women to love men in 2023 and going forward. And I have some strong points myself. And I haven't been living under a rock. I see what society and the media is pushing. But why is it impossible for women to love men in 2023 and going forward? Women are in competition with men now. Yes. Women can, make their own money, whether it be selling their bodies or working a job. They can make their own money. This wasn't always the case. This wasn't always the case. As we evolve, as a society, as a country, women can now make their own money and do their own thing. So this automatically put them in competition with men. Because men, they're used to being providers. Like, they want to provide for women in a perfect world. Men want to provide for their gal. So when he see his gal, his woman can, make her own money and do her own thing, he doesn't feel like a man anymore. It's hard because it's like, shit, she can make more money than him. And that's, depending on how you take it, that could be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how you take it. But it just takes away from the natural feel of a man feeling like a man when he can't provide. But women, they can make their own money, do their own thing. So this naturally put them in competition with men. Because she can always say, I work too, I did this, I did that. So it put women in competition with men. With them being able to make their own money. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing for women to make their own money. I want to be clear on that. But it's a ripple effect from that. It put them in competition with men. That's the first reason. That's my first point. That's the first reason why women possible for them to love men in 2023 and going forward. My second point, the feminist movement. The feminist movement. This basically waged war on men. You know, women pushing for their equality, which they shall have. But this put them in a mind state of, it's time to get our get back. The feminist movement put women in the mind of, it's time to get our get back. So man, they gonna feel it. The feminist movement is all about, you know, women empowerment and things like that. So they feel like, oh, it's our turn now. Just that movement alone put them in that mind frame. Oh, it's our turn now. Let's get our payback on these men. Just that mindset alone make it impossible for women to love men in 2023 and going forward. A lot of women are really under that movement, but do a great job of concealing it and try to act like, you know, they want to have, you know, a guy that can provide for them and really be there for them. But no, a lot of women really want to do their own thing. A lot of women really want to do their own thing, and they look for any way to dip out of a relationship. But yeah, that feminist movement alone put women in the mind frame of, let's get our payback. It's our turn now. No fun when the rabbit got the gun. No fun when the rabbit got the gun. So that's my second point. Just the feminist movement alone put women in a totally different mind state. So that's my second point. My third point, and it kind of point back to what I said earlier with, they promote strong and independent. They promote strong and independent for women now. They promote independence for, you know, both genders, but for women more so. The feminist movement is part of strong and independent. They go hand in hand in a way. Feminist movement and strong and independent, it go hand in hand. They're one and the same, basically. Yeah, the strong and independent push by society and the media make it impossible for women to love men in 2023 and going forward. Strong and independent. I don't need a man. So just that push from society and the media alone make it impossible for women to love men in 2023 and going forward. That's my third point. My third reason. My fourth reason why it's impossible for women to love men in 2023 and going forward. Women just have too many options now. They do. With the social media, the dating apps, their brain is everywhere. Before all this social media and all these, you know, dating apps and things like that, you only dealt with people that lived in, you know, your neighborhood or the other street. You didn't go far when you found your boyfriend, your husband, or your girlfriend. You didn't have to go far. You met them at church. You met them, you know, playing sports, things like that. You didn't meet them through social media. You didn't meet them through dating apps. So it's just too many options for women. And women, they can get sidetracked easy. And they can, you know, let their mind wander. So women just have too many options, and they don't know what to do with all those options, because you have fives that think they eights and 8s to think they're 10s, all because men are pumping their head up. So women have a lot of options. You have men pumping their head up. For what reason, I have no clue, because it's hard for men to get sex out here. So they say anything to women just to try to get in their panties. But yes, why it's impossible for women to love men in 2023 and going forward. These are my points and my reasons. You can let me know what y'all think. Drop some down in the comments. But this was strong. This was my truth. And society and the media, this is what they're doing. Women are in competition with men. Feminist movement, strong and independent. Women have too many options. So those are my reasons and my points. But let me know what y'all think. Drop some down in the comments. Best way you can help us share the video. I ain't gonna stop. I'm gonna keep the fire coming. I'm gonna keep it rolling. Knocking the one out. Let's get it.